But what a trust doesn't give you is limited liability protection. So what we have sort of transitioned to is using an LLC in place of a trust, because we can do the same things in an LLC. We can say, to your great point earlier about what happens if one of you gets hit by a bus. Well, we can say in the LLC agreement, upon, in the case that we have a LLC tax as a partnership, Jose, upon Rob's death, his 50% interest goes to his wife, or his 50% interest goes to his kiddos to be managed in trust while they're young, or what have you. So and then you also have limited liability protection. So if there's a slip and fall at the property, it's not, the maximum exposure you have is that property. Whereas what we'll do with trusts is we'll set up the trust, and then we'll set up an LLC, and the LLC will be owned by the trust. So it's not as valuable as it used to be necessarily, because we can accomplish basically all those goals through an LLC. People typically call them family LLCs, which is just like really nomenclature and semantics, because a family LLC is just your typical LLC with some provisions in the operating agreement that allow it to transfer upon death to your heirs outside of probate.
Oh, I love it. That's good information.
Thank you. Trying.
Um, so, a lot of people, they sign contracts, don't read them. Just they, like you said, they're trying to get through the transaction. They want to get their first deal. They want to, um, make some money like now instead of later. What are some key clauses that investors should never overlook when entering into a purchase sales agreement?
Yeah, and when investors come on to a deal, they would typically sign like a subscription agreement. Like, depending on what, like, the transaction, like what we'll do is we'll set up like sort of these, syndicated deals where a promoter says, okay, I need $1 million to go buy this piece of property, and then I need $1 million more to scrape it and put in a fourplex where a single family home used to be.